Hello everybody, this is Mecha with Misfit showing off some of my recent practice animations. I got into the habit of trying to do one animation a day to just practice some kind of weapon fighting, because I wanted to animate more, and I wanted to do it fast. So most of these are a little less than an hour worth of work actually, so we'll watch and break them down a little bit. First one I started with was the sword. I just want to do a little draw motion, but the thing I wanted was for none of these animations to be too simple. I wanted them to be combos or, anticipation into things, so even if they're not fights, they're still going into something. And you'll see with all of them, one of the big keys is just simply the key poses, drawings of them are really solid. The beginnings and the ends are solid. And what the philosophy I'm using here to choose where my keys are basically right before the action. So when the guy brought his knife up there, you need to see where that knife is, and you can kind of see the trajectory that it's going to be going before I even start the next drawings. Same with when the guy blocks it, you can see oh, there's going to be a stab coming in there. Because the motion themselves, there's not a lot of time in the swing. I mean, it's just here and then it's there. So and as I've been doing this, I'm getting that more and more in my head. There's ease in, there's overshoot. But at the end of the day, you need to make sure your impact feels like an impact. So when it hits the guy, he's got to, take that hit. But even more than that impact, sometimes it's going to feel more powerful depending on how that wind up is, that anticipation. That's where you need a strong keyframe. Same with the follow through. You need to be like, oh yeah, he just smashed it. This one's pretty simple and funny, but it was still a great practice to wait. I wanted to really feel like when it wasn't just guy was up here and then there was a hammer down. He lands and he needs to center himself, and then he slowly brings it down, and then that speeds up to just boom. There's a lot of things I would do if I clean these up. There would definitely be some blood splatter effects or some crunching audio. Which does actually bring me to, do you guys think you'd want to see any of these cleaned up? Do you like the idea of seeing a really good nunchuck animation here? Because I could definitely clean... these are all one layer practices, which is one thing I haven't done. I don't normally animate two characters on one layer, but I think for this rough planning pass, it works. And you can see I don't draw... For what this is, I'm not drawing everything every time. And that's when you see, if you look at pencil tests, is... real animators, when they're roughing it out, if they know, okay, this guy's going to be here, the body there, I knew there wasn't going to be a lot of change when the guy's stabbing, so I made sure that the knife was moving. Animate what you need, because again, this is the equivalent of planning. If I go through, then I'll start drawing more and more things. But when you know what is changing, and you're doing these messy sketches, it helps keep things clean and clear. Especially when things are overlapping. I can't draw that guy behind him every time without filling everything in, and the point of this is going fast. So yeah, if you want to see them cleaned up or have other ideas for animations, please let me know. I hope you enjoyed this, and I look forward to talking to you all again.